problem is, to exaggerate, but not too much, that we don't really have elections. We have a choice every 4 years between representatives of the business community whose views most of the population opposes. And that's a kind of an election, but of a very limited nature. Actually, that's, I think, the major reason why the campaigns increasingly over the years avoid issues and focus on personalities, on whether some locution was exactly properly stated, on alleged character issues and so on. That's not what the population wants, but that is what party managers want. They do not want issues discussed, and the reason is, as you can tell from public opinion studies, that on a host of major issues, both political parties are considerably more reactionary and jingoistic than the general public is.
Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, let me give you a flyer.
We haven't done anything to vote for a couple of years.
Here you go. Running for governor.
Are you voting now at all? Or?
Running for governor.
We have like you and I and another guy.
Yeah.
I'm bringing beer. Yeah. It's good seeing you. I'll do it right now if you want to.
I thought it was a water.
Thank you.
Okay, I will. Why do I think I know everybody here? I know what I want, so.
So tell us what you really think about the campaign. Honestly. Okay. Express yourself.
I think you're just tickling your ego.
Yeah? You don't care about changing things, your society, or anything like that?
Yeah, I do. Not as much as you.
But why does that have to do with the ego?
If you really want to change the world,
yeah,
build an orphanage, do something that people will actually see.
Well, if you change...
Don't go around looking
system,
for people to go, ooh and ah, but you can't change the system, honey.
Well, that's not
As
true.
I said, you need to be someone in this country to change the system. Nobody will give you any credit, nobody will listen to you unless you're somebody already. So it's kind of a exercise in futility, what you're doing right now.
Well, people who think that way usually don't get a lot done in their life.
Not necessarily. Okay, if you really want to change the world, do yourself a favor. Become famous first, become someone first, then go ahead and change the world.
Well, I'm not trying to become famous. I'm trying to fix some problems.
But it's impossible unless you are somebody already. See, Al Gore was vice president first, then he started talking about climate change and wrote a book and whatnot. So that helped him.
Yeah.
If he hadn't done that, he could have
Well, he was
written,
a nobody when
hey,
he ran
don't
for
interrupt.
Senate.
But he didn't go to change the
And
world.
Senate is about the same level as governor. But anyway, you know
You
what?
probably had money though.
When you follow your passion and your dreams, things have a funny way of working out sometimes.
We'll see in November.
And it doesn't matter, even if it's not about winning this particular election, it's about going down that path toward trying to help society. It is.
I'm losing interest.
Well, that's the way life actually works.
Yes, honey, I know. But when you have unpaid bills and a financial mess at home, you shouldn't be anywhere else but at home.
Well, we had a child when we had unpaid bills. And
Yeah,
that was okay
I know. And it
you.
wasn't okay. But
And you know how much a child costs to raise? If we waited for the perfect moment.
That's not true.
Yeah. Well, all of life is like that. There are no perfect moments to start anything except when you actually do it. And by default, it becomes the perfect
There's
moment.
no perfect moment, but there's very unsuitable moments, and I think right now is one of them.
It's not unsuitable to me.
Because I'm the one working.
I knew at first, yeah, that was one of the first things he told me when I told him I was interested in the apartment, was that he was running for governor. And I thought it would be a good opportunity to make money.
Well, initially, like Sam said, we went over to pay rent one day, and we stepped inside his office while he went to go do some sort of paperwork. And when he came back out, he mentioned the fact that he was running for governor, and he showed us his books, his book that he'd written and everything, and gave us an advance copy, and didn't mention that he was going to go on a tour around the state and had a few extra slots for some interns that he needed help. And it almost sounded more like he was asking if we knew anyone who could do it than if we could do it ourselves. But I was kind of interested. I mean, I looked at some of the books on his shelf. I didn't know much about them, but it looked like we had some similar interests. I mean, a lot of the books he had around were books I liked.
Okay, guys, so you guys know how to do it. So the 10 will go directly in front.
Alright.
Wow. No, the runway. There's only one runway. Oh, man.
Mike should be back. You want to come with me? Well, it looks like I'm not going to be able to cycle on the overseas highway, which I'm not that unhappy about, since it's not really about bicycling, it's about changing politics for the better. So we'll pick it up again probably around Homestead on the mainland. It'll still be 1,000 miles though. I haven't trained at all either.
When we got to Key West, we had to sneak into a hotel room. And that's when I knew that something crazy was happening. I was like, what did I sign up for? Dan and I slept in this like little crevice in between the bed and the wall on a sleeping bag on the tile, and it was roasting because there wasn't AC in our room. And all of us were crammed in there.